Back on the road to Daredevil Born Again. Today we got Defenders. Now, I completely know that Daredevil Born Again is already out. I still haven't finished Daredevil Season 3. I got 3 more episodes of that. So I'm watching the 3 episodes of Season 3, hopefully tonight. And then hopefully I'll have a review out soon. And then this weekend should be Born Again coverage. I'm going to have a spoiler-free review and a spoiler review. Maybe combined, maybe separated. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But stay tuned for Daredevil Born Again coverage. And then because it's a big show like this, every week I'm going to be reviewing the individual episodes. But today, we got Defenders in my Daredevil, or the Defenderverse review series. The one that was leading up to everything. Now, going into here, I've actually seen a couple episodes back when it first released. Like, this is the first one out of all these I've seen. And I liked it when I was 14, 13. I liked the show. So, I was excited to dive back in, but I've also heard that people say that this is the worst one. So, I could totally see a world where I just don't like it. And with that said, tell me down below, what do you guys think of the Defender show? Or if you haven't seen it, do you guys want to see it? Why haven't you seen it? It's been out a couple years. And with that said, let's dive right in to my Defenders review. And yeah, this is by far the worst one I've seen. I've seen Jessica Jones Season 1, Daredevil Season 1, Daredevil Season 2, and Daredevil Season 3. This one is by far the worst one I've seen. Like, it's not even close. That doesn't mean it's bad. I think it's fine. But for a show like this, it should be amazing. And it wasn't. It just wasn't amazing. It was fine. The stuff that holds the show together, the cast and character interactions, because obviously you got Charlie Cox as Daredevil, Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones, you got everybody here that you have on all the other shows. Now those are the 2 I care about because I've yet to see Luke Cage or Iron Fist, but I like these characters, and seeing them interact on screen was pretty cool. That was by far the best part of the show, seeing all these superhero individuals and like them each having their own superhero experiences and being on screen with each other, going through those experiences. I thought that was the best part of it, and it paid off sometimes on that. The action sequences are a little bit mixed. There are some action sequences that you can't see what's going on, but there are some action sequences that were really good. The martial arts stuff, it doesn't compare to Daredevil Season 1 or 2, and especially Season 3's action sequences, but there are some fine action sequences in this season. I thought there were some good action sequences in here. And it is a hand plot line. So a lot of people's complaints with Season 2 of Daredevil, which I think it's better than Season 1. I do enjoy it. I think the positives in that season outweigh the negatives, because you have like the hand plot line, which I thought was good, the Elektra stuff that I thought was great, and then the icing on top, you have the whole Punisher stuff, which I thought was great. And while I did think the season was a little bit unfocused and had too many plot lines to where in the finale it didn't quite work, I did like the hand plot line. I was excited to see where they would take the hand plot line in this season. And I thought the hand plot line was fine. It's a nice ending of the hand plot line. You could totally tell that there's some bad stuff going on in New York City. You could totally tell it's Fate of New York City stuff. And they got the tone right for that, where you genuinely feel the danger in the hand and everything that the hand is doing. And it's something I thought really worked here, and by far I think the best thing, where it feels like an actual war going on in New York City. It's rush, 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 rush into war, 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 and I thought it was by far the best thing that the show could have done, is do that hand plot line, make the hand feel like a threat, and end out the hand plot line. Now, I thought the show was fine. Like I said, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great or anything. And a lot of that's due to the fact that the show is messy. It is very messy. You spend the first 2 episodes exploring the plot lines of other shows. So first 2 episodes, we get what happened to Daredevil at the end of Season 2 of his show, his payoff, Jessica Jones after Season 1 of her show, and Luke Cage and Iron Fist after Season 1 of their shows. And so it tries to set up their seasons, while also, like, trying to do the hand plot line. The hand plot line felt like a back burner for 2 episodes. I was sitting back like, I don't care about those other shows right now. I care about the hand plot line. And so that's how our first 2 episodes did. And like I said, it was rush, 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 rush to get to the war, 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 war stuff. And while it nailed the tone and the threat of it, it's hard to watch because it is very, very rushing. It is very rushy. It is so fast. And the certain character arcs aren't necessarily fleshed out. Everything's not completely fleshed out. And just too many things with not enough time. They gave this show 8 episodes. Every other Marvel Defenderverse television show has 13 episodes. Now, I don't know if they could have added anything else because it would have felt rushed, or not rushed, it would have felt like you're dragging it out for too long. Maybe add 1 or 2 more episodes. Because, like, some certain plot lines here that you get with the war stuff, it just feels so rushed to get to the war stuff. And you can't have the payoff of the war if you're rushing everything. Now, I did think the war managed a tone, thought the war was good, but it could have been great. Like, it was the best part of the show. But it could have been great if you added a couple more episodes. Because technically you have 6 episodes basic to the war. Because those first 2 episodes are focused on the plot lines of the other Defenderverse shows. It's definitely not as enjoyable or entertaining as it should have been. Because, like, it just feels so messy. So many things are going on. You have the hand plotline, you have the Daredevil stuff, the Jessica Jones stuff, the Luke Cage, the Iron Fist stuff, and like I said, it tries to manage all of those seasons, and it's very frustrating because the show could have been awesome, and instead the show was just good. It was just fine. Doesn't do anything that wowed my socks off, but it should have. So, despite the cast and character interactions, the action being fine, and the hand plotline, I feel like the show was kind of a dud. Like I said, it was fine. I didn't dislike it or anything, but for a show like this, you should instantly expect it to be next level stuff, and it just wasn't due to the pacing and the messy writing of the show. Before I give you my final score, tell me what is your opinions on the Defenders down below in the comment section. I would love to know all that and more. And stay tuned for a Daredevil Season 3 review, and then my Born Again coverage coming this weekend. And with that said, I'm giving the Defenders a C+. Again, tell me down below, what are your opinions on the Defenders? Are you excited for my Born Again coverage? And with that said, subscribe.